from this data now, what do we want to find out? We want to look at the price or the price of BTC. Okay, so this is basically what we are going to be looking at. We want to find the price of BTC for third quarter for each year. And for you to use pivot table, you could just go to your insert tab. You will see where there is pivot table under your tables group. So when you click on pivot table, this board will come up and you will see choose data that you want to analyze. If you look very well, we see this broken line that is running through my data. Actually, I've already selected it and use an external data source. This is when you are looking for any other data that is not connected to your Excel at the moment. Choose where you want pivot table report to be placed. New worksheet. Of course, that is what I want, because if I use this present worksheet that is open, I will not have space, so I will not choose existing worksheet. Choose whether you want to analyze multiple tables. There is no multiple tables, we only have one table, so this is not necessary. But if you have more than one tables open, you could just check this and you have one pivot table for 2, 3, 4 tables. So this is okay by me. I'll click OK. Now our pivot table is here, and when you look at this side, the right hand side, you will see pivot table field. So this basically contains all the headers we have on the table, where you have your date, your price, your high, your low change, percentage change, and more. And when you look at this ribbon side, you will see pivot table 2, where you have your analyze and design. We'll be making use of them. So in this pivot table field, you have your drag field between areas below. So you have a filter here, the column, rows, and values. So this value here has to do with number, money, anything that has to do with figure, you drag it here. Rows, anything that has to do with letter, text, you drag it here. Same with this column. And filters, you can use date here, or anything that you just want to filter, use your filter field to do that. So we have the dates here, we have the price here. So there's, looking at this data now, this pivot table is kind of long, and I would want to do something that is grouping. For me to do it, I'll click any cell within the date. This place is date. I could just label it, change the label name to date. So selecting any cell here, I will right click, and this mini toolbar here, you will see group. So I'll click on group, and this is what we have here. We have month, second month. We're talking about month, quarter, year. So I'll use quarter and year. Check this. That is okay by me. So once you do that, come to this row, you will see that year has been added. So after we have done this, you might want to do some other things, like maybe formatting this to have dollar signs. If you want to format it to have dollar sign, you right click on any of them, you go down to, okay, yeah, we have format cells. Click on format cells. What should open? So yeah, this has opened. You can just go to your currency. OK. So I was thinking this will automatically like format all the cells, but since it was not able to do that, I could just click on that one, use format paint, and drag it through. I'll have all of them formatted in dollars. I haven't done this now. We will look at pivot layout. After looking at pivot layout, how to change pivots, have different layouts and designs for your pivot table, then we can now do our chart. So when you come to this pivot table too, you have your analyze tab, and you also have your design tab. So under the design tab, you have layout. So I personally like using table layout. So you have different layouts here, but showing a pivot table in a tabular form, that's what I like using. So this is how it appears. And you also have, I want to remove this grand total, it's not necessary. So you come to your grand total here, you will see where you said off for row and column. So when I click on this, so after I check that, you will find out that that grand total that was here is no longer here. Also notice something: if you are outside your pivot table, this pivot table will not be showing, the field will not show, but once you are inside, it will come up. But if for any reason, let me remove this, if for any reason you are inside, you select any cell within the pivot table and the field is not showing, you go to your analyze tab here, and you see field lists. Under your show group, you see field list. Once you click on field list, this will come up. So I haven't done this. We can choose styles or design for our pivot table. You have different design. Under your design, you will see pivot table styles, so you could choose any style that you want. This is basically how to manipulate pivot table. So I haven't done this, we just import pivot table chart. So under your analyze pivot table to your analyze tab, you will see pivot table chart under these tools. Once you click on it, the chart will come up, or better still, to your insert tab rather, you will see recommended chart. So whichever one you choose, you will get your chart imported there. So let me just go to my pivot chart here. So here we have different charts. We have your column chart, your line chart, and bar chart. So anyone you choose, Excel will bring a preview of how it will look like. Well, we are going to make use of clustered column. So clustered column, click OK. The next thing we want to clean this chart to look good, and possibly adjust some things here. Because this chart the bars are kind of close together, I would like to reduce them. And for me to do that, I will just go to my pivot table. Under my date, I will, of course, what we are looking for is the price of BTC for third quarter. So after I've clicked the drop down arrow, you will see where all the dates, all the quarters have been selected. So I will just uncheck this and select for just quarter 3. So yeah, we have big bars here and more easy to read. So the next thing I want to do is I want to delete all these small buttons. Hide field button on chart. So all the field button has been cleared. I would like to change the background of this. So for me to do that, I'll select the chart and right click. This will come up. You go to your format. Hope you can see that. Here you will see format chart area. You click on it. So once you click on this will appear here. You have your fill. If you choose no fill, that background will disappear. So basically first I choose no fill, so the background has disappeared. So when I select this, I will choose, because we want to, it's BTC we are analyzing, we are going to use their color, which is black mostly. Okay, I haven't done this. I want this amount here to show well. I'll change them to white and also make them bold. The next thing I want to do, I want to name this chart price of BTC price. I will change. So I haven't done this. The next thing I would like to do is this is just making the graphs look readable and appealing to the eye. So I will select this graph, the bars. Once I select them, this is already showing, and you will see under this bar icon here, you will see, I think I'm okay with the gap width, or if you are not okay, you could just reduce it, reduce the gap width. You have big graphs. So when you select this bar, you could just change the color. So I'll choose this color. So selecting any of the lines, you click on them. Outline. Could as well select the color here, and that is it. So this is more like a personal preference where you add your own color and do your own thing. Well, the next thing we are going to do is formatting. When you look at this side, and so guys, to format this numbers, this dollars, 4 million, we need to select this. You come here to your format as this. Under this, your bar icon here, you scroll down to number. See number. Once I select number, yeah, so this is the format code, and this is where we make our changes. So this is dollar hash separated by a comma, double hash and 0 again. So this double hash and 0 after this represent how many zeros and how many separation that this money had. If it is in thousand, fine, is 3 zeros separated by 1 comma. If it is in millions, therefore it is 6 zeros separated, meaning that 2 commas will separate it. So because this is separated by 2 commas, which is in millions, we need to add 2 commas there. So I will just add commas there, and I will select this and delete them, then use my M, replace it with my M. So replace it with my M, and yes, once I click on add, so I have this. If you want to understand fully on how to use format code, I have a video on this. You will see it at the end of this class, so at the end of this video. Yeah.